sorry. I'm sorry. Every time. I'm sorry. I know. So you guys seem to like my 3 weapons that need a buff in Modern Warfare video, so I thought I'd do a 3 weapons that need a nerf video just right on the heels of it to see if you guys also are interested in this, because I like just sort of going in, warming up my aim with some guns, and then talking about them. It's easy to do, and you guys seem to like it. So let's start this list off right with the MP5. The MP5 dominates most kill feeds alongside the M4, but unlike the M4, the MP5 is just generally hard to counter. The MP5 pisses me off the most when it comes to dying in Modern Warfare. And the reason is that it's not a shotgun that somebody has to really control their engagements for, or a sniper rifle where somebody needs to line up a precision shot, or a claymore that can be countered by the spotter or EOD perks. No. My problem with the MP5 is that it pumps out damage so fast, so accurately. I don't know how it hasn't gotten another nerf. It's gotten nerfed before, but it is simply dominating the kill feed, and I think the M4 is as well, but I picked the MP5 because the MP5 is not an assault rifle. It is a lightweight, low recoil weapon that you can move around the map very quickly with. You can build the MP5 for accuracy, you can build it for speed, you can build it for stealth, doesn't matter. The MP5 is very versatile and doesn't have any of the drawbacks of an assault rifle, yet it sort of likes to pretend it's one. Using overpowered weapons is like eating junk food. It might sound good, but at the end of the day, your penis will fall off and God will hate you. What? It fires just as fast as the M4, kicks a lot less, especially with the right attachments, can kill in 3 shots, and is incredibly mobile. You can have 45 rounds of 833 round per minute goodness with 3-shot killing potential. But because of its accuracy and rate of fire, it's dealing that solid damage out to mid and longer ranges. There are times that I get killed in Modern Warfare. I think that must have been an assault rifle, and nope, it's the MP5, not even with the 10mm rounds. It doesn't need the 10mm rounds. So my proposed nerf for this weapon is a little bit more side-to-side recoil, doesn't need to climb really anymore, but more side-to-side recoil. Take away the ability for the 9mm ammo to 3-shot somebody. I think that should be reserved for the 10mm ammo. And then lower the 10mm rate of fire from 822 down to 800, so it shoots even slower, but it can 3-shot. But you're still limited to only having 30 rounds. I think that would be a lot more fair, because the 45-round 9mm magazine is insane when you can still be 3-shotting people at 833 rounds per minute. High rate of fire weapons are already really good in online games, but the MP5 just takes it to the next level with its consistency, accuracy, and mobility. So yeah, I think it should have more side-to-side recoil, making it harder to hit targets at longer ranges. I think the 10mm should fire slower, but should be able to 3-shot, and the 9mm should never be able to 3-shot without a headshot mixed in, because with that added recoil, I think that'd be a much more balanced SMG. Other SMGs in this game have lower rates of fire, like the Uzi, the Striker, and the Bison, or they have lower damage, like the MP7 and the P90. But that takes us into our next weapon, and that is the MP7. The MP7 doesn't fucking kick. My big problem with the MP7 is that it doesn't require any recoil compensation on the side of the player. Now, at longer distances, sure, you might have to pull a little bit to the left or the right, but it's so predictable and easy. But nobody's gonna play with this gun without a foregrip or a muzzle brake or a long barrel, or all 3 of those attachments just to be overkill, and that's why the MP7 irritates me. The MP7 fires at around 900 rounds per minute, can 4-shot kill, which is really good, and has no effing recoil. It sounds a bit like the M13, but the M13 isn't a cute little SMG. The SMGs have so many more benefits. You get better hip fire, you get better movement speed, you get better aim down sight speed, and you have a smaller profile. This doesn't mean much, but you don't poke out as much around corners if you're waiting for somebody. At an MP5, an MP7, a P90, they sit closer to your character's chest, and so you're not sticking them around corners when you're waiting for people. So you have less visual profile on top of all the other things I just mentioned. There are 2 nerf ideas I have for the MP7. Either you increase the recoil, or you decrease the damage. Take away the weapon's ability to 4-shot kill without a headshot, Or, just like I said with the MP5, give it more side-to-side recoil, but also because it's such a low recoil gun, you could also increase the vertical recoil. So increase the side-to-side and the vertical. You can still reduce it by piling on a bunch of attachments, and I'm more okay with that because those attachments slow down the weapon so it's not a speed demon that also manages to be low recoil. So like, I don't know, give it 5% more vertical recoil and give it about, I don't know, 7% more horizontal. All I know is that this gun doesn't require much from the people using it. It is a high rate of fire, very accurate little monster that I think needs to be brought in line with the other SMGs. You know, some of these SMGs actually require recoil control and shot pacing, something the MP5 and MP7 don't know anything about. You might be saying, well, what about the P90? The P90 has its own limitations, like not being able to have any more than 50 rounds. By the way, the MP7 can have 60. The only thing the P90 really has going for it is its sprint to fire speed, which is fine. I think the P90 is in a good place. I don't think the MP7 and MP5 are in a good place. Moving on, we're going to talk about the SKS briefly. The SKS, I like the fact that it's good. Like I said in my SKS video, I like that this is a good gun. I really appreciate that it's good. I'd be upset if they released a shitty gun. No, this is a good DMR. The problem is, it's too good, and it centers way too quickly. This gun makes the EBR and the Dragunov irrelevant because when I spam this thing as fast as I can, it recenters after every shot, and it's hard for me to not make out a medium-ranged, man-sized target with my bullet spread. What I'm trying to say is that unless somebody is way further out than medium range, spamming this gun is a no-brainer. Even without too many recoil controlling attachments or anything like that, it is a very dangerous gun. You can spam this thing and it'll never kick so much you can't hit what you're aiming at. It needs more recoil, or at least a slower recenter speed. The specific nerf that I want for the SKS, just to bring it more in line with the other semi-autos in the game, is after I fire 3 shots, which is more than enough to kill somebody, by the way. This thing can 1-shot headshot, 2-shot body shot. So after I fire 3 shots, crank that recoil up. And if people don't want that recoil, people don't want to start ticking towards the moon after 3 shots, then they need to build the gun to be slow and accurate. This gun currently requires 0 shot pacing. You just put the dot on your enemy and just start whamming on the trigger. You get a lucky headshot, congratulations, instant kill. I worry that it's gonna take people really discovering how powerful the SKS is for it to get a nerf. I think it needs a nerf already. I'm just hopping out ahead of this. Maybe this is just because I'm good with it. Maybe it's because, semi-autos melt in my hands in any game that I play. I feel like I do so well with them. They become a part of me. But, that's the thing. I haven't used the FAL, the EBR, I certainly haven't enjoyed the Dragunov ever since the SKS came out and I got it gold. And I got this thing gold in like 2 days because it's too damn easy. Brain-dead DMRs, in my opinion, are a problem. They should be something that rewards a skilled, accurate, patient player with a fast time to kill. You shouldn't be rewarding people for just laying on the trigger, Infinity Ward. We had that problem with the Augur DMR in Black Ops 4, or the SVU in Black Ops 2, or the RSAS in Modern Warfare 3. You sometimes have to let the player pace their own shot. The EBR is better if you build it for accuracy and pace your shot. The Dragunov's better if you pace your shot. The SKS is better if you wail on the trigger, and that's not good. Also, the FAL is better if you pace your shot. I don't think it needs a big nerf. I like that it's good. I just think it should punish you for being a spammy idiot, and currently it doesn't. Last thing I'm grouping here, and this is gonna piss some people off, the Kar 98 and the MK2 need to have a sprint to fire reduction. I don't like rounding a corner into an engagement with somebody that is tack sprinting with a bolt action rifle. I come around the corner ready with my 4-shot kill assault rifle, my M13, my Kilo, and I am taken out before I can react. When they reduced flinch on the DMRs, this became a serious problem. It's not just a problem of me dying quickly, it's me dying quickly after I've already put 3 shots on a target. I don't think we should increase flinch. I don't think that we should nerf the damage of the rifles. I like where the damage and the flinch is. I don't like where the sprint out time is. These things aren't overpowered. They do require precision. They are not on the same tier list as the MP5 or MP7 in terms of ease of use and overall shittiness. No. The reason I want these nerfed is so that I don't round a corner and get one-tapped by somebody being careless with their sprinting. One-shot kill, powerful weapons should be punishing people for sprinting around all willy-nilly. I catch somebody sprinting around all willy-nilly, and I get one-tapped anyway. That's frustrating. If these things could one-shot kill like the AX-15 HDR, yeah, I would be throwing an absolute fit. But the reason they're at the bottom of this list is because they're not overpowered. I just think that they should sprint out a little bit slower so people have to be ready for the gunfights. They are already very good guns. I shouldn't be punished after I catch those people off guard, and I keep getting punished after catching those people off guard. And if they have a mouse and keyboard, whoo-wee, my head will get clicked on all fucking game. So some of you might be wondering, if you have a problem with people rounding corners and shooting you quickly, you must really hate shotguns. And yes, I do. And I like that these require more precision than shotguns. It's just that shotguns can't also be used as long-range lane holders like these rifles can. These things can be used in both a rushing and sniping capacity. Though rushing takes more skill, with these marksman rifles, it still is a very frustrating engagement for somebody using a weapon that requires multiple shots and they die faster than they can get their second or third shot off. It's very frustrating. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this short, simple video. Oh my god, it's 10 minutes long. Okay, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Yeah, this is my general opinions on these weapons and why I think they should be nerfed and how. Let me know if I'm wrong in any facet of this video. Yeah, anyway, I'll see you when I see you guys. Goodbye.